There comes a moment in almost every life where stopping feels logical, not dramatic, not emotional, just reasonable. You're tired. The results aren't coming fast enough. The excitement that once pulled you forward has faded into routine, doubt, and quiet resistance. And that's usually the moment people mistake exhaustion for truth. Because when you're tired long enough, your mind starts negotiating with you. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It tells you that maybe this isn't your path, that maybe you waited too long, that maybe other people are simply built differently than you. And those thoughts sound convincing, not because they're true, but because they arrive when your energy is low. This is where perseverance actually begins. Not at the start, not when motivation is high, but here, in the stretch where nothing is rewarding you yet. Most people believe perseverance is about pushing harder, grinding endlessly, or forcing yourself through pain. But real perseverance is quieter than that. It's staying when leaving would feel easier. It's continuing without applause. It's choosing not to collapse inward when your effort seems invisible. Because here's the part nobody tells you. Progress often hides itself on purpose. When you're building something meaningful, your mind doesn't receive instant feedback. There's no clear signal that says, yes, this is working, keep going. Instead, you're asked to move forward without certainty, without proof, and without reassurance. And that feels deeply uncomfortable for a brain wired to seek safety. Your brain prefers endings, clear outcomes, immediate closure. Perseverance asks you to live without those things for a while. This is why so many people quit right before momentum begins. Not because they're weak, but because their nervous system hasn't learned how to tolerate uncertainty for long periods of time. And in a world trained on instant results, delayed reward feels like failure, but it isn't. Every time you continue despite doubt, something subtle changes inside you. You stop measuring your worth by outcomes. You stop relying on motivation to carry you. You begin to build an internal structure that doesn't collapse when conditions change. And that structure becomes your real strength. You don't wake up one day and suddenly become disciplined. You earn discipline by repeatedly doing the thing you said you would do, especially on days when nothing in you wants to. Over time, your identity adjusts to match your behavior. You stop saying, I'm trying, and without noticing, you start saying, this is just what I do. That shift is quiet, but it's permanent. Perseverance is not about heroic effort. It's about staying consistent enough that your mind stops fighting you. At first, your thoughts resist. They complain. They look for exits. But eventually, something changes. The resistance softens. The internal noise fades. And what once required effort becomes normal. This is why perseverance isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up daily, almost invisibly, shaping your future while you're busy questioning yourself. And yes, there will be days when you slow down, days when you rest, days when you feel disconnected from the reason you started. That's not failure. That's part of the process. Perseverance doesn't mean never stopping. It means never abandoning yourself. You're allowed to pause. You're allowed to reassess. You're allowed to feel unsure. What you don't need to do is quit simply because today feels heavy. Because the version of you who keeps going through uncertainty becomes someone who no longer fears it. And once that happens, very little can shake you. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or intelligence. They fail because they leave too early. They exit the process before it has time to reshape them. If you're listening to this and feeling tired, that doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It often means you're deep in it. The work is happening beneath the surface. Your patience is being tested. Your identity is being refined. And the person you're becoming needs you to stay just a little longer. Not forever, just today. And then tomorrow you decide again.